So last we left off, we made through a couple floors of this place. And we were just about to get started on the second floor and all the shenanigans that are in the process of it. Now I know like it's Colosseum, so they're a bit scarce. Oh hey Steve, didn't know you were here. That's a joke that of all things bring back. Why did I go that route? Alright. So we got Larvitar and Venonat. The thing is, it's been so long since I played Colosseum that I don't remember exactly what trainers actually have the Shadow Pokemon. I say we can't wait until we actually like get more moves or more opportunities to learn new moves, because it doesn't help that like we're purifying. Like we have a lot of Shadow Pokemon, they can't learn new moves or even gain experience until we purify them. You know, the more I'm looking at it, there's just something that feels off about that Larvitar model. I mean, for one, I guess it does feel a little bit weaker than your typical type of thing. And that's all there was to it. Not really too much out of the blue for that particular dude. So your Pokemon were decent even though they can't win? No. But at least they have potential, I suppose. Anyways, like, I'm kind of in a situation where I'm not exactly feeling... I'm kind of like just enjoying alone. I'm in that state of mind where like I'm not exactly gonna be too talkative when alone. And I'll try to like get myself in the groove of it all. It's kind of this long day for me, like not necessarily a bad day, but a lot of parts where I just felt drained in the process of all of it. I did have like a real nice walk though. Like, I was out for a good chunk of time yesterday, so I wasn't really planning on having much of a Pokemon Go excursion today. But it was just like the way the day was going out. I was going for a short walk, and I spent like... I was trying to go somewhere different, but the place I went like had no cell reception. So I was just stuck in a situation of why. Stuck in a situation where... couldn't actually get anywhere, so I drove around, kind of went back to the area I was at yesterday. Did a couple raids, fought quite a few Rocket Grunts, and just catch Pokemon and try to take advantage of that experience. Actually, like, I'm kind of wondering, like, if you don't mind, though, I might try to, like, sneak in some Eevee catching while we're in the process of this, because the whole time of this event, I have not gotten a shiny Eevee, but I can't really complain today because I've had like pretty good stupid luck with other things, because like I did just get a shiny Jigglypuff earlier today on that walk, and then the day before I did get another shiny Marill. Ironic that they were both repeats, but like with the Jigglypuff, it was only until like a couple events ago where I actually finally got a new one, so I guess getting a second one's not too bad. Like, it's a little unfortunate because there are a few Pokemon in this game that I'm still looking for the shiny of, but at least it's something. And I was kind of blinking out, like, thought there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, like I did do a bit of trading while I was out, so did a lot of swapping, and in our swapping, my trading partner did get 100% Eevee. It didn't turn lucky, it just had the perfect IVs from the trade-in of itself. That was pretty cool. I don't mind spreading the love along with Eevee, because I have got a few Hundles under my belt already. Dragon Breath Metapod. Maybe I should be paying attention because of the randomizer, and like, that move could catch me off guard in the wrong situation, like with the low HP and all that. Also, I just realized Laren's almost down, and I don't have full heals. Again, though, I really don't want to waste the potions. But it would be nice to like try to get some purification off on Laren in the process. And I mean, like, I have the power to get my phone gameplay on the screen now, but I don't know if there's a way to do it if I'll be too cluttered. Did I really just swap the wrong Pokemon? My lord. Lairon was supposed to be the one to get out of there. And yeah, here we are. Is it worth pulling it up and possibly, like, frame dropping things just for a dumb joke? Yes. Well, I guess if the game audio starts freaking out, that could be an issue in of itself. But for the memes, let's have a Colosseum Pokemon Go stream for the memes. Assuming, like, audio doesn't get too crazy in the process. Yeah, this is not going well. It is not sounding too great. I should make a note to watch over the VOD of this one to see if that audio crackling I'm having is actually popping up. It's all just a huge science experiment. And while that's way more Pokemon Go screen than I thought I actually get in this setup. And are you using Frenzy Plant? I'm just like having a little fun playing some Pokemons with the Go's, and you're just pulling out the OP most powerful grass type move in the entire game in my face. Is that what I'm seeing? Well, at least like we got something going on with that screen now. I know no one's gonna stop me, but if people do watch and get annoyed by this, feel free to tell me to stop. Blame me, and I'll take all power to do so. But I mean, like, if I'm gonna like let myself get distracted and do this on the side anyways, I might as well, like, why hoard all that to myself? The answer is that I might like trying to run this gaming stream and a screen mirror for Pokemon Go might be a little too much. We might have a problem. But I guess we won't know if we'll ever have a problem unless we just go through with it. Oh, we're already at the next floor already, and I think this is the top, so I am gonna go back and heal. I guess waiting one more battle was the most efficient use of that time. Alright, what do you have? Waters are treacherous. You know what? We'll wait on that a little bit. We just captured an intruder. Go inside the building and provide assistance. Oh, how convenient! They mistaken us for fellow villains once again. So might as well just go in and check out the situation, I suppose. Now, if I can remember which one close the Pokemon Go thing, because we don't need that for a little bit. Assuming like it doesn't get completely randomized to all baby Pokemon, we got some actually plot significant fights coming up ahead. So Silva got tired of just trying to reason with Duking, and he decided to go after Sight for themselves. So he's getting the news drop of what's going on in the situation. The whole hostage thing that was just hustled along the side. Alright. This fight I know. Both these trainers I know have Shadow Pokemon. So it's time for the first randomized Shadow Pokemon of the night. We got Swalot, Sandshrew. Unique experiences, I can say. But not really like too hype about either of these Pokemon. I'm gonna just cross my fingers that they have 3 and they have one in the back. Nope. I mean, Shadow Swallow. We could play around with it. Oh, and this is the trainer that would normally have the Remoraid that's just randomly at level 20 when frickin' everything else is just already in the low 30s, slowly making ways up to high 30s. Well, this is why we have Butterfree. I kinda wonder if like even Butterfree's gonna be a little too tough for this situation though. Fun, you too? just going that freaking hyper state at the most inconvenient time. My guy was right. Even with randomized Pokemon, this is gonna be an ordeal, to say at the very least. Alright. So, you know what? I could call, but I'm just gonna take this opportunity to get rid of you right away. And we can always call later once the Fire Blasting Sandshrew is out of the picture. I mean, I know that move is inaccurate to begin with, but what luck that we actually avoided it after just one minimize. Sableye, why couldn't it have been the Sableye? That would have been fun to play around with. Oh well. One situation at a time. Like, I think getting this all out should be the bigger priority. Fun trivia about Sableye for newer generation players. Fairy type didn't exist yet, so Sableye has no weakness. Thankfully, we just freaking have the ability to... I think we're gonna be at a point soon where, like, normal Pokeballs are obsolete, so I might as well burn them right now and just try to get a couple... If it gets in the Pokeball, that's fantastic. If not, eventually we're gonna hit a point, I assume, that these Pokeballs are completely useless. What do you know? Convenience. Game plan going forward. We got this smooth sailing. Catching the level 20 Shadow Pokemon is probably the hardest part about this fight. And that's already in the bag. Since things have calmed down a bit, maybe I can, like, go a little bit more into, like, how many days it's been. I did kind of, like, go over the highlights already with just, like, the Pokemon Go excursion that went on a little bit longer than I thought at the end. But yeah, I guess because I didn't stream yesterday, I could talk a little bit about, like, my experience with the Eevee, or the sponsored event. Like, I'm tempted to call it a Verizon event because in the US, it was sponsored by Verizon. Just in case, I'd rather have you keep your experience butterfree. But yeah. I would say I had a good time, but it would only be like a half truth. Like, it was a fine event. I think part of it was like I got overhyped over it. Like, I got so caught up on experience when experience in Pokemon Go is not something I normally care about. And like, I heard like some people like going back and forth with if the odds of Eevee being shiny were increased during that time frame. So I got in my head of like treating it like an Eevee Community Day or Eevee Spotlight Hour, and that was probably my biggest mistake, to be perfectly honest, because like I was out for a few hours and even though I was doing other things in the process, every time I saw a Pokemon instance, I checked it, and not a single shiny Eevee throughout that whole process. So kind of had to like put up with all that, and let me see if there's a Totodile and Skitty. Let me see what Shadow Pokemon is, and I have the Pokemon Go screen up, and I want to try a social little experiment. Shadow Totodile. That's actually kind of funny. Cause that's normally a Pokemon that you actually get, technically, sort of, kind of, in Colosseum normally. Like how it is, because you start out the game at so high of a level, you do get an opportunity to run into all the Johto starters, and basically pick out one of the trainers, each with their own Johto starter, to snag their Pokemon from. But it's the second state, because they're already like at level 30 or so. You don't get Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Bailey, or Chikorita. You get their semi-evolved forms, like Crocodile, Kolava, and Bayleaf. So that's kind of interesting in itself. Also, did I attack the Totodile? Because we could be in for some problems if I, like, accidentally attack the Totodile. It's kind of like maybe part of why I shouldn't be playing Pokemon Go while going for this. Maybe a little too much of a distraction, but this should, like, be decent chip damage on the Totodile. very good at not doing anything. Low kick? Really? Ugh. That's unfortunate timing. Oh hey, Water Ball Ninetales. I guess Water Ball wasn't a signature move. Oh, that's right, it's a randomizer. Sorry, I got Pokemon going on the mind, so I saw Ninetales with Water Ball, and I'm thinking, maybe it did always have the ability to use Water Ball. I have no idea why I keep forgetting this is a randomizer sometimes. Even though, clearly with my fully evolved Shadow Victory Bell, frickin' Suicune before the first boss of the game, going up against a baby Totodile and a Ninetales. Alright, let's see. Has that Totodile even done anything besides wishing? Because it really doesn't feel like it. Just for the funsy, because there's no way this won't work, right? I might as well show what the Pokeball glitch is. Basically, if you use an item with the first Pokemon, then just swap the position of where the Pokeball that you're using to catch is with the second Pokemon, the game gets confused, and instead of actually using up the item, it just draws a blank. So you throw a Pokeball without actually using up a Pokeball. And yes, this can be applied to the Master Ball as well. I did make a self-imposed rule on myself not to go that far with it though. And I would be tempted to tell myself not to use this glitch at all for any Pokeball, but this is Colosseum, and money is surprisingly scarce. It's more scarce than you would think it'd be. So I feel like I'd be burning too much money on I feel justified with how much money I'd be burning with Pokeballs otherwise. And that should do it. 2 more Shadow Pokemon in tow. On our side. What just happened? Unbelievable too. I forgot she says that. Let's make ourselves scarce for the time being. Radio, Firma. Ultra Super Fire Dash! I mean, we could check out what Silva's up to, but there's this shiny file on the table. How could I not ignore it? Shadow Pokemon. A Shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon made into a fighting machine by artificially shutting the door to its heart. What we didn't know is that Shadow Pokemon exclude a dark aurora that normally can't be seen by the human eye. Unfortunately, a girl with the ability to see this dark aurora has been discovered. This is a major problem. This girl could become an obstacle for our Shadow Pokemon plan. A solution to this threat is urgently needed. Okay, now we'll see what you're up to, Silva. I guess we kinda sort of do. I mean, to be fair, we only found out about that because you ransacked Duking's favor. You ransacked Duking's place, and that would allow us to get Duking's stuff. No, not in your condition. You have to wait here. We meet again, kitties. That's the mirror beast I'm going with? You know, I guess that is the voice I'm going with. Cowardly cheat. That's true. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. You call that a tactic? Oh, the darling couldn't be safer if I try. I'm sure he'll come to adore me before too much longer. Oh, no running or hiding from me, even though I'm deep within a cave. I'm definitely not hiding for you, I'm just not moving. I'll be waiting for you, my pretty. Oh. Alright. Before we fight the guy... Oh! The game fully heals us. You know what? I could go back. Or we could go ahead and take care of that guy first. Since the game was generous enough to heal us. Getting fully healed after a battle is a rarity in these older gens, so I might as well capitalize on it. Don't ask me why I'm going all out. I just don't trust myself with this dude coming up ahead. we had way too easy of time with the other people. And also, like, this Lin's kind of distracting me. I kind of want to get it while I have the opportunity for the Shadow Harmiana and Huntail. It's been ages since I last used the Huntail, so I love the try. Well, so much for fighting that rocket grunt. The balloon's gone, but this is interesting in a completely different way because this is a Shadow Pokemon that did not normally exist. Oh, brother. I really should get Pokemon Go off screen. Before we say goodbye to Pokemon Go, though, let me just see if there's any other shinies worth, or anything else worth catching, in general. Nope. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I wouldn't mind this sort of setup going forward, but gotta do what's best for the stream. Freaking recycling Harmiana. I feel like there's a story that could be told about that. Alright. Time to say goodbye to Pokemon Go, everyone. It was fun while it lasted, but there's way too much going on with my computer as is. I feel like that having Pokemon Go up on there was just pushing it too far. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem for video's sake, but I guess I'll find out while I'm editing it, I suppose. Oh, that's perfect. Like, the only way that could be better is if I was actually able to paralyze this thing. But I don't think that's the case. Which is good, because Suicune's kind of getting beat up a little too much, and would that be worth doing? Especially if Suicune's just gonna go down anyways. I've yet to find a practical use for Memento anyways. Why not? I'd just be wasting a turn healing anyways. Alright. No. I actually want to attack with Suicune. I keep getting it mixed up. And I do have multiple Great Balls for a reason. This will be the reason. Alright. Hello there, Harmiana. Can I welcome you to the team with open arms? Or at least with open hands, because of the lack of arms that you may have in the first place. No, you have arms. Your hands are just so big that it's kind of easy to ignore the arms in the process. I still am not certain if that was the right play to go. Oh, it does both attack and special attack. We'll see how it pans out. Alright. Now, if Thunder Punch was just getting annoying and Butterfree being out on the field, it probably would have started going after the Butterfree afterwards. Oh, wait a minute, it just has Thunder Punch and Counter. Maybe it wasn't... Maybe I didn't have the smartest of plans going forward. Now, do I want to Body Slam you or just go for the solid Shadow Rush? Yeah, I mean, I think we're at a point that, like, as long as it doesn't get resist, Body Slam might actually do more than Shadow Rush. Oh, you have Mirror Match too. I do not regret my choices anymore. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck pondering if I did the right thing. The world may never know, though. And actually, like, I think... Wow, we managed... Butterfree's just a ninja pro, dodging everything at the moment. Just a little bit more chip damage though, and we should be good to go. That'll do it. And I'm not gonna comment on what just happened with Huntail, but because that would, I just think it would be more. You can appreciate the moment better if I don't spell out the joke. Battling you was fun. That's good enough for me, so if you want to go through, go right ahead. Thank you, that's convenient and kind for you. Now, this is a one-way streak, but on a tangent streak, so I think I might need to take a break soon. So, let's make our way down the one-way track back to the bottom. I think there's an item that we can only get this way anyways. Kind of give us a chance to check out our new shadow Pokemon and see if any of them are worth throwing onto the team for a little bit. Got Hyper Potions. Yeah, I just remember, like, as much as I would love to use Huntail, it's probably for the best because, like, I thought it's gonna be very hard for us to beat Suicune. Find something better than Suicune, I should say. Don't mind me, I'm swapping over to the healing machine for no apparent reason. It's not like a foreshadowing or anything. Oh. I must be getting it mixed up with a moment in XD. That's fine. Kinda need to have Laron back on front anyways to, like, help get that gauge down, get some... Maybe get some experience on it, because Suicune's been hogging all the fun as is. I'm just gonna save. Especially because, like, I was already playing risky, not saving after certain shadow Pokemon. Anyways. So what's the new stuff we got? Probably won't be using the Swallow until we at least unlock the ability to purify, because, oof. Actually using a level 20 shadow Pokemon is rough. Especially if you don't hit... Especially when you're not playing it. When it's not like the Remedy situation where you can, like... It's right about to evolve. This is the full potential of this thing. Totodile, I guess it might be another problem to use until we have it purified a bit more, because... Yeah. Not fully... First stage Pokemon, not evolved at all. Might have a hard time keeping track of the competition. Harmiana... I think... I want to see if I can at least find a place to stick Harmiana in just long enough for us to figure out what moves it has. Taunt is cool for Victory Bell, but I don't know if there's really any other purpose to it. I mean, if I find myself really missing Taunt, I can come back for Victory Bell later. But we got all these new Shadow Pokemon to play around with, and it'd be a shame not to get one of them into the equation at the very least.